Update time. Um, I think it's been probably 2 days since I've done an update because I was physically receiving an update, mentally speaking. I've been pretty manic. A lot of hypersexualization and grandiose thoughts. Um, usually that's brought on by stress. And I've been under an immense amount of stress with moving and just, it just felt like a dream. I've been real high and low. 1 minute I'm really thankful I'm here, and then the next I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm all alone. And I know what I'm doing here. This is what I've always wanted. I mean, fucking 16, 17, 18-year-old me would have been like, dude, a fucking place where you can record, no one telling you when to go to bed. Like, I would have screwed it up, though. I would have fucking burnt down. I would have been drinking and partying. And so I find myself wanting to revert to that mindset. Like I've got my own place, like bachelor pad. Let's get some women and fucking have a major orgy. And that's just not the reality in any scenario. Um, Light is all fixed. I think that's pretty cool. I'm really liking that. I should be using the phone mount, but I'm not. Um, yeah, so I've just been in a whirlwind. I mean, last night was really rough. I think that was my like breaking fever dream because it was strange. I'm not going to go into details because there's just some things you can't talk about, but let's say that the internet is forever and it's out there. My wildest thoughts and fantasies. I'm a sick fucker. I'm not normally a pervert, but when I get manic, I want to do weird things. My dick takes the wheel, becomes the drive shaft, and it's today still I've had to stop myself from the the scroll of doom. But anyways, it's just me and Gary today. Boop. Gary's been good to me. Um, I did switch up the living corridors. It's more efficient. It's not so in your face. Must do music. I feel like it's a little more relaxed. Um, oh yeah, this was a big project today. I don't know why. So this didn't have a door, and so I picked up an old closet door, and this is that carpet pad. It stops sound from bouncing off that at least, but it also is like a shield in the seam to seal it. Obviously it's not professional, but we are on a budget, and that budget could cost us our life. Seriously, I'm a little worried, but I like, there's a part of me that thrives on that, but it creates the mania. But so, anyways, I got this. Um, it's an old closet door that slides on a rail, but there was only one roller. I thought about putting it in the middle, but it just wasn't working. So I went. I walked as soon as I brought this home. I walked up to the old Godwill, and they had. I mean, I immediately walked right to it, like I knew it was going to be there. But they had these rails for cabinet filing system, and it had the wheels on it. So I installed that, and now I have a sliding door that only opens halfway because I can't, I'm not an engineer. I can't figure out, I know it's this middle wheel thing, but that this project I had it already hung last night, but I was, like I said, manic, so it was like been better off with fucking chicken wire. Um, so I tried to fix it today, and my mind is still not processing efficiently. It's stuck in, let's find someone of the opposite sex and make some real magic happen. And that's, I'm a lover boy at heart. I love sex. I miss it. It's been 2 years since I've fornicated, and really want to. But this is right here. That's my everything. I'm married to that. So I'm cheating when I get down on myself because when I'm spending my time scrolling, talking, chatting, trying to coerce and you know get some stranger to come over and feed my beast, I'm cheating on my one true love, and then it fucks with me because you want connection, you know. But I do it at the spur of the moment to feed my personal ailments, not out of um, not out of pure heart intention, because I've done it in the past. Yeah, here's that door, so it slides shut. I think it looks pretty good. It does sit center, but well, not really. It's a little smaller than the doorway. It's not perfect. Nothing is. It never is. I've learned to be okay with that. But yeah, in the past I've hurt a lot of people because I use them in the moment, and then I am bored with them and I make up excuses or start fights or arguments and ghost them. So I got to be careful of that because that doesn't make me feel good. I think about every person that I've wronged, that I've hurt, because similar has happened to me at times. Well, not really, and that's not even a boast, but I always do the leaving. I make up an excuse before they have a chance to, and that's the cowardly bullshit excuse or way of being. It's not. It doesn't line with my moral compass internally of who I am. It's an addiction. I know a lot of people struggle with it, but I feel like mine's a little extreme. Um, I've had it since a child. Since I was a child, I had a very strong urge as a child to play with myself. No one ever knew where I was, but I was doing things that I didn't even understand. Um, and that followed me into my adult life. And I think that's it's been weird. Like, I like to say that I've put myself on timeout to focus on me and my mental health, but I mean, it's part true because I haven't been putting myself out there. I haven't been online or searched for women until this is the first time in 2 years. Um, I found out that I'm weird at it because I try to rush it. Most people are pretty, gradual and casual with it, and I'm like, hey, I think you should come over. You can stay as long as you want. I'll feed you. Fuck you, and feed you to the beast. Probably gonna have to edit whatever that was out. So I just want to say, if anyone's watching this, I know it's different from my normal stuff, but that was part of my reason for getting this place. I wanted to be real. I wanted to be able to speak my mind in private to feel comfortable, but share it publicly. So if you're watching this and you're turned off or confused, I'm sorry. This is who I really am. This is Marcus. This isn't magic. This isn't any other facade. This is me as a person, raw and unfiltered. You're seeing me, you know, not at my worst, but not in my, not in the shining light that I like to normally portray myself as an artist or producer. Or, most artists say I'm just a normal person. Well, I'm far from a normal person. I'm very strange, and I've been trying to figure out why that is. Why, most of this is my doing, but I feel like I'm helped along the way to be isolated from the world because this is why I have failed in the past. I don't follow the social norm. I make my own party, and I'm the director of this movie, and you're just in my play. So I really don't know where this is going. See, like I even broke out yesterday. I think on the last video I was actually playing with that. It was starting like a little rash. That's what happens, and a lot of times I get looked at like I'm a fucking drug addict. And granted, I have been in the past. You know, I have. I'm not ashamed of it. I fucking love the shit. Do I anymore? No, I despise it because it took everything from me. Everything. But a lot of people look at me, the way, probably even the way I've been moving lately. I've been on the go, fucking back and forth, and that's partly I'm trying to get this set up and right and ready to step into the scene and become what I know is coming. It's like you're building a nest. You're like a little bird flying around, and but I don't know. I know I got the eggs. I just don't know if they're ready to come out. That was weird. Ugh, I'm gonna have to edit that shit. So bear with me. I know I kind of dropped my first vlog out of nowhere, and one or two people are like, "You okay?" I'm fine. I am under the care of trained professionals that know everything that's going on. I am not completely alone. I am keeping in contact with said trained professionals that um, are closely monitoring my progress. So bear with me, enjoy the ride. If you don't have anything nice to say, still say it, but just know I don't give a fuck because I've heard it before, and I probably say it to myself at least 10 times a day. So kindly fuck off and have a nice day. I'm not normally like that. It's a little bit, that's some of the manic shit kicking back in. Um, yeah, I'm probably gonna make a pizza and hunker down tonight. I need to rest. I need to conserve energy. I'm pretty comfortable with the setup. And the recording shall commence shortly. I have stuff done already. Don't worry. This ain't just, I'm not now just beginning. Oh man, it's been 2 years since the Shadow Work LP, you know, and yeah, if you know, you know that I know that I know that I know. Whatever. I need to go medicate. Until next time, Godspeed.